you can use artificial neural networks, you can use deep learning models, you can use spiking neural networks, and you're able to do a lot of things using the CI, computational intelligence example. The left side, the right side, I showed you a demo recently. The left side is my early postdoc days, 2008 and 9. It's a very expensive European robot called Justin. We used to have the name, the name came in because we finished the project just in time. So it's run at the German Space Agency in TU Munich. So you can see Justin is very expensive, several million euros. In 2010, it was supposed to go to Mars. It didn't go, but Justin can do a lot of nice things. So if you use a biologically realistic algorithm or a robotic algorithm, you can do a lot. This is before DL and other things became popular. This is way back in 2008. And you can do a lot of nice things, and you can use PID controllers, estimators, you can look at algorithms that you can develop. All you need is creativity, and you can do impressive tasks. For example, one of the tasks that we wanted is, we love coffee. I mean, at least I love coffee. So I said, let's either catch a ball. So there is Michael Strohmeyer on this side throwing a ball, I think that's the colleague's name. It uses visual tracking to catch where the destination is, and it captures very intelligently what it does. This is not my project. I was a small postdoc in a very large project. That is Professor Patrick van der Smart who led the project. And this is quite fast. It works human speeds. It does a lot of nice interfacing. I'll skip a little bit. It also makes coffee. So it knows how to tap, common tasks. So if you design an expensive device, today you're able to do amazing stuff with exoskeletons. And there are also cheap exoskeletons that are available in market for people who are paraplegic. So if you do the right algorithm, you will get a kind of interesting device, either at the sensor level or at the actuator level, or combination of it. I'm going to skip making coffee because everybody knows it. It's algorithmic, it's doable. It's just that I just wanted to tell you that a good robot is configured to do a lot of nice tasks. If that happens, I hope this works. Yes. So what we did is, we didn't want expensive robots. We live in India, and we need people to have robotic arms for free. So of course I'm not mechanical engineer like Dr. Shashikumar, but rather electronics engineer by training, by BTech backgrounds, and then working with brains. So all I could do is make students to do amazing stuff with whatever we have. This was, let's say, 1,100 rupees to make with some servo motors and no sensors. So we said, if I have an arm like this, what algorithm connects it? This is Dr. Asha Vijayan. It's not in press, it's an old paper from 2022. So what we did is to create a cerebellum-like model, an algorithmic development, where the data that comes into the cerebellum is encoded with a Gaussian kernel. We call this model cerebellum-inspired spiking neural network. If you go to our GitHub, you can download the code and run your algorithm. We connect it to a standard motor, and we could do trajectory mapping. Trajectory mapping means I can drag a robotic arm from point A to point B, like you saw in the video. So this is called kinematics. In mechanical engineering or robotics and automation, you call it kinematics. Typically, algorithms that do kinematics only do kinematics. For example, Dana-Witt-Hartenberg transformations. DH transformation basically performs kinematics transformation, inverse or forward. We used a cerebellum-inspired spiking neural network. So we asked another question. Can that algorithm also do machine learning, data mining? And that's where Dr. Asha took that algorithm and ran it against several other classifiers on standard data sets. And we found out we took a little bit more of training time, and our accuracy is not very high, but it's an amazing generalizer, which means that 5 neurons or 7 neurons of your brain can control accurate positions, can distinguish between critical functions, which means that if you have a gadget like a small smartwatch, 1,000 rupees or 1,500 rupees smartwatch, with that edge computing device, you can do quite an interesting amount of computer programming. So for example, today, one group of BTech students working with Asha are trying to convert this algorithm into edge computing for video recognition on live video feed. So which means that by using only 7 neurons or 10 neurons or 35 neurons, we want to reduce the amount of time that you spend on recording, amount of time that you use energy, because everything matters. I know mobile phones are coming out with 10,000 milliampere power banks and stuff, but our idea is if you give a robotic arm to a patient, he should not be charging all the time. So we found that training time might be more, error could be there, different, but there could be a lot of generalization. All this definitely came from our chancellor, who is a humanitarian leader. Amma meets people day to day, and her style of talking is people and their problems. Her question is, if you are trained in robotics and neuroscience, can you develop a model, can you develop a prosthetic hand where a person can eat a medicine and drink a glass of water? It's not an easy challenge. Drinking a glass of water means the brain is doing a very critical cognitive task. Sorry, I went a little excited by clicking. So what we are doing now, another part of it, Abhijit Balachandran, who is currently a PhD student, Sridev Radhakrishnan, and Chaitanya, some of them are working on what is called gait prediction. Gait is human walking. So for example, if your mood is down, you will realize that you walk differently. If your mood is up, you walk differently. So what we did is to use gait as a predictive biomarker for Parkinson's disease. And what we are using as a controller is the same SysNN. So cerebellum inspired spiking neural network is an algorithm in this case. So what we did was initially to look at, this is a very old version when they were maybe 5 years ago. Now we have a new device. So we extract information from either IMU sensors, which in your case, like I said, it can even be a mobile phone attached to your body, or you carry it in your pocket, and you can generate a lot of information. So which means that if I want to play a computer game, an augmented reality computer game, I can use features that modern devices do. This is just to tell you that using a simple technique with just a SysNN, we could identify whether it was a male versus female walking, because men and women have different ways we operate our hip joint. So we could look at male versus female. We haven't done that for Parkinson's patient. For example, most patients, early stage of Parkinson's, will have gait locking. So when they hit a corner, they will start thinking several times which step, and it's called gait freezing. We want to do that, but we are far away. We have a very large in Kerala, I don't know whether it's common also in your hospital. In Kerala, we have a very large number of cardiovascular conditions, heart attacks, and many people do not die, but they rather have strokes. And our stroke unit is very, very busy. So we are looking at upper sagittal, lower sagittal versions of whether we can predict better recovery for stroke patients using the same model. So I'm going to pause my story very soon. I think you are in a very good set of hands. I think Dr. Anberg and the entire team here is doing an amazing job by putting you on a topic called CI. CI had a Nobel Prize very few years ago. Until then, it was considered just AI or artificial intelligence. Hebs and other phenomena started. So your conference is already a cutting edge step for you to jump into the world of either infrastructure for AI or agentic systems or cybersecurity or frameworks or even applications. By the way, Indians are the best application experts at the moment for AI, and that's where India is currently leading in. And that's one of the purposes Government of India is conducting this India AI Unit. Over the years, that's my talk. Over the years, most of the work that you see here, I work only on emails. These are the people who actually do the work. This is our team there at the Mind Brain Center. I work also with colleagues. Dr. Anand Kumar is our previous head of the department neurology. Dr. Sibi is the current HOD of the neurology. We work on epilepsy there. Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar, we're looking at flexible electronics. We're starting to look at epilepsy, psychiatry, and other questions. PhD students do amazing stuff. They guide a lot of students, and we take a lot of, for example, this last week we have 28 BTech students as interns working with different topics. Rishi is one of the most recent PhD students to join us. He's coming from a US bachelor's degree. And I have awesome people. Dr. Asha is the author of the algorithm and the work. Dr. Chaitanya does gait. Dr. Sandeep does EEG. Dr. Arati is the model person. She does the computational neuroscience, where I have 3 others working on virtual labs for a long, long period. And Jay Prakash is my only part-time PhD student. He works for IBM Watson in San Ramon, US, but he does PhD with us. I thank my collaborators and patient listeners. Some of you should not be falling asleep, but if I did I make you fall asleep, please remember sleep is a good thing once in a while. And this is my campus, so if you're interested, please come down. That's the backwaters of Kerala. This side is the Arabian Sea, and that side, that's the building where we are. It's the Amritapuri campus of Amrita Vishwavidyapitham. Thank you very much, and I'm very grateful that I'm once again here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Shyam Divakar. So, actually, we are very much excited to know the details which you have started from the theory to the model, right? Because in the present generation students, they want to know, they are studying only the theory portions. But mostly how the theory will be going to implement as a prototype or something else, right? That will be very good, which you have explained in the Aura model, right? Which will be a ring type which detects our human body conditions. Similarly, for the Almeida disease, right? I think in the first Italy lab only, they have find the solution for the Parkinson patient, right? Which help of musculatal problem, I think so. And similarly, you have shown many devices. It will be more useful. I think many of our students also doing in the same thing. And then I request my dear beloved students, say kindly make use of it. You just talk to your principal or your faculty members. If possible, just to go and visit the Mind Lab, right, at the Amrita Vishwavidyapitham. Definitely it will be a very eye-opening session for including the faculty members as well as the students. But only the thing is, right, how you are going to take away from the session, that is a very important one. So kindly, you just discuss with your classmates and then try to give a solution for the real-time issues. That will be a most welcoming one for the present generation. Thank you once again for this wonderful national conference. And then thank you, Doctor. Questions you have? Yeah. So, questions from the audience? Yeah, I think Mike.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you.
So my name is Anna Diana. So I have a question, and I am very much fond of biology. So in my earlier stages when I was used to doing my BUG, at that time everyone was asking why you're taking biology as your stream, because nothing to do with biology, go for any other stream. But since the computer came into being, we just go down to it. So you were telling while in your speech that biology have a lot to do with your computer nowadays. Biology session have a lot to do with the computers nowadays. Is it only in the field of robotics or any other field other than that?
I'm sorry, I can answer this question multi-pronged way. Did we lose it? Okay. You know what physics did to sciences, right? Physics created engineering, physics created sciences 300 years ago, 400 years ago, Newtonian physics, Einsteinian physics, all this stuff. Now all the devices that we use are based on physical laws. Today, post 1995s or post 2000s, this is what biology is doing to material sciences and engineering. So if you look at it, I'm close to the speaker, I believe. If you look at it, if you look at very simple things like how we use water in certain parts of the country, we need to have bio-inspired methods to do it. Biology teaches you with lowest energy how to manage a device. For example, computation, the entire energy of thermodynamics, the amount of energy that you use in a computer versus or an electric field to run a EMF signal is very different from the way we communicate. So can we use better methods? For example, I can recognize probably one face and say, when I come and see that person, I'll say, oh, I've seen this person somewhere. For a computer retrieval, I need to have a database structure. So the ideas that biology is giving us today is what I believe physics did to sciences 400 years ago. So there's a lot more that if you align yourself to biological sciences, you'll see that you don't have a question of not finding a job today. For example, building a large scale integration system for AI, for agentic AI, if you're building about it, what happens today is that people create all these large platforms near to let's say waterfalls for hydroelectric power, or near a nuclear power station, so you get direct power from these stations, and you run these large computers. But when they ask you, can you give me a proposal that I can run? For example, NSG in USA often allows Indians to run large programs on their systems. NSG runs a lot of servers in the West. So if you submit a request saying, I need this problem to be solved in your computers, one of the questions that they ask you, the directors ask you, is, give me a big problem. The big problem for them is, for example, all the Google Maps data for all the years of all the cities, and then asking the question, how is the main road of Salem different from the Avinashi road in Coimbatore? So you ask a relative difference running all the data that I have from the entire world. For a brain, this is what it does. For a brain, it's natural. Have you seen a rat use a torch? Rats run everywhere without hitting a wall, hitting an obstacle. It does it naturally. So if you're building an autonomous car in the near future, you would probably think of a biologically inspired control rather than a machine inspired control. And this is where even cybersecurity, you want to detect anomalies even before it happens. Just to give you a translation, you don't want anomalies to happen and then say, I lost everything because I have to learn from the pattern. You want the system, like for example, a child would look at a mother and say, this is how I associate my memory with. For example, I don't know how many of you like cheating in exams or cheating in tests. If you're doing, one of the best things that has happened, and you might have read the paper that came out in Science, I think 2 weeks ago, is LLMs, large language models. What does large language models do? I don't have to take record of this lecture that I gave. I can use a large language model to precisely come down and say, what is Shyam talking about? Does it make sense? And it gives me an abstract version of the same talk. This is where knowledge access becomes good. But talk about the negative of it, creativity aspect. So you want to write a paper based on what you observe. That will not be LLM, that will be AI then. You'll be stuck with pleasure. So you might have to think about creative structures coming from biology, knowledge structures that come from AI. So there are multiple answers to your question, but one of the easiest answer was that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Good question. Thank you.
Any other questions?
I believe either I did it like this, over the head transmission, or it was such a boring lecture. But I'm assuming that at least what I wanted to convey was that you have been an amazing audience and you have a lot of possibilities than what I imagined 25 years ago. So you have a whole new world, and if you can try that problem statements, things will change. Please look at brain-inspired computing. That will be a big opener for Indian logical thinkers, and Indians are good, supposedly good with mathematical thinking. Thank you.
Any other questions from audience?
Oh, we have?
Yeah, please. Sir, mic, sir.
They want a mic? I
Yes,
can borrow, we can share a mic.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Akila from second year AIDS. Nowadays, many people say that future AI will be present in every domain. What do you think about this, sir?
Why do you say future? Isn't it presently already there?
Yes, sir. Somebody says future is many students have don't work in IT domains and some other companies, sir.
So, have you listened to any of the videos related to the Press Information Bureau's videos that came out yesterday after India and EU signed a pact?
No, sir.
So, they answered the same question in a very beautiful way, much better than me from a national perspective. Indians are going to be the people who drive the AI in the world. Meaning, not just Indians as it is, Indian-like mentality, because what we used to do as software engineering was our ability to write down in a human understandable way what we are doing. It's called programming, computer programming.
Yes,
now that's going into, you don't want to write everything down, you want to use the ability that you've already created to document your purpose. That's called agent-related or AI-related programming. And AI will take over, agentic systems will take over several of the mundane tasks. And it's already there. If you look at the way you learn versus the way I learned, I still think about Book of Teresa or Erwin Kreisig for my mathematics. My students don't do the same. When I ask them functional methods, they'll talk about something that they learned from a Coursera event. So, and then they don't even learn through the event, they just go through the transcript. And the transcript is AI generated. And if you look at Zoom, when we conduct meetings, it generates everything. So the amount of information that we already know, I believe if you have learned basic AI, that's the only place that you will get jobs, either in marketing, finance, computational biology, or let's say systems biology, drug discovery, AI, wherever that you think of. So what you said is future is something that I don't know. Future, I think, will be more like there will be a creative. So you might have heard about the three terms that we use: artificial general intelligence, which is the kind of AI that we use today, simple algorithms doing tasks. You have artificial superintelligence, which is beyond computers and machines. So, and we have, let's say, natural intelligence, artificial natural intelligence, where a single algorithm, like a brain-inspired algorithm, is supposed to do multiple kinds of tasks. I do not know where we'll go, but these will be the futures. These three will be the futures for all the domains that Indian IT sector and probably a lot of pharma and other industries are working on. Look at cars, for example. I don't know, sir, maybe from our generation, 2002, did you believe that you'll have self-driving cars? I never believed it. He's a very positive man. You have a much better teacher than what it is. I never believed I'll trust Google Drive when it first came out. Oh, who will put my private stuff in a drive? I never imagined cars would be driving on roads. India doesn't have it. In East Coast and West Coast in the US, you take a taxi, or in China, in some parts of China, you have a car that drives you without a driver. Driverless AI cars. I never believed it could happen. If that could happen, I don't believe in 5 years. Okay. Please don't worry about companies and what their activities are. It's all driven by projects. But there are so many things that for example, even the cooking industry, programming cooking industry is changing with AI tools. So you are needed everywhere. Thank you. I mean, good questions. I really love that questions.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions? Yeah, if no more further questions, right. Thank you, Dr. Shyam Divakar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Dr. T. Muthumanikam sir to kindly present the certificate to our esteemed keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Shyam Divakar. Now I request Professor Dr. Shyam Divakar sir to kindly honor our respected chairperson. I request Dr. M. Nitya ma'am to come on the stage. Today's insights becomes tomorrow breakthrough. Now we proceed to keynote lecture 2. We are honored to have Professor Dr. M. Nitya, Vice Principal, VMKV Engineering College, Salem, as the chairperson for this keynote session. May I kindly request Professor Dr. M. Nitya Madam to chair the session.
Good afternoon to honorable present here. It's my great pleasure to introduce our today's resource person, Professor Swati Sharma. She is a senior academician with over 15 years of experience in the field of computer science and application. She currently serves as the head of the Department of Computer Science and Application at Bhopal School of Social Sciences, Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. She had published more than 25 research papers in reputed national international journals, including recent publications in wireless personal communication in 2024. She has also served as managing editorial of BSSS Journal of Computer Science and act as a reviewer for reputed international journal and conferences. An accomplished author and editor, Ms. Swati Sharma has contributed to several academic books and a life member of International Association Engineers, IAENG. She has also served as a primary evaluator for Toyokathon, a national level initiative by Ministry of Education and AICTE. She is committed to academic excellence, research-driven teaching and students' empowerment, contributing a meaningful to higher education and professional development. Moreover, she has submitted more research articles and research publications in various agencies. And moreover that, I am inviting Professor Swati Sharma to present her title in the area of cyber security. Please come, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Nitya ma'am, for giving so much beautiful introduction of mine. I was just listening Dr. Shyam, and I was wondering that he is a multi-talented, like in every field you are like, you covered all the areas of computer science also. Like in the last, you touched the border for Google Drive. So I was thinking you are going on the cloud now. So a very good afternoon to one and all present here. I'm really very thankful to the management of the Institute for having me here on this platform. The topic which I am going to take is real world machine learning models and cloud integration possibilities. So before I start my topic, can we have a small interaction? No? Can we have a small interaction? No, you all are feeling sleepy. Just want to ask, how many of you have uses cloud services in your life? Only one hand I can see. How many of you are using cloud services? Any answer can I get? No answers? Okay, I'll give you the answer. You all are using cloud service. Am I right? Google Drive. Are you using or not? Yes, so you all are using cloud service, and that Google Drive is software as a service you are using. We are talking about machine learning models, so we have basically three kinds of services provided by machine learning, that is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. One more service is provided by cloud computing, that is artificial intelligence as a service. So we are going to discuss many things regarding machine learning services, cloud computing, integration, and the real life examples I will show you. Here, from the morning onwards, we are just listening one word, that is artificial intelligence. And sir described very well about the biological neurons and artificial neurons, how the machine is working and how the human is working. So artificial intelligence is not new. As Principal Sir in the morning already told you that it discovered in 1950. So I just want it is not changing. So meanwhile, I will just discuss the various services like cloud services I'm talking about. If you want to go from Salem to Bangalore, which option you have to go by car? So what kind of option you will prefer? At first you will purchase a car and then you will go to the Bangalore, or you will hire a car for 4 or 5 days and you will go there, or you can take a car on rent for a month and you will go or reach Salem, Bangalore. By this example, I just want to tell you that cloud is providing us so many services on rental basis without much delayed and without much cost. You can use that cloud computing services on internet. The cloud is also not new, it is very old technology, but we are now using clouds and artificial intelligence everywhere. So cloud is something which requires internet. Can you So these are the things which I am going to cover here. I will just start with the artificial intelligence history timeline. It is not new concept, only the technology is going advanced. Only we are using new techniques to implement that artificial intelligence using machine learning and deep learning. So in the year 1950, the human start thinking that how we can train the machine by providing some codes and how we can make the machine intelligent. In 1956, the term came called artificial intelligence. Then their chatbot was introduced, which can make a conversation with human. Then there was chess playing game was introduced in 1997. 1999, a pet robot dog was invented, and this was invented in 1999. 2002, robotic vacuum cleaner was introduced to navigate the homes, and then Siri intelligent virtual assistant was introduced in 2011. Then in one of the television show in the year 2011, I think you all of you know about Sophia robot. Have you heard about that? Sophia robot. It was this was the robot on the television. It was a live interview of that robot, and it was acted like a human. On spot, that robot was giving the answers to the person who was asking the question. Then Amazon launches Alexa. All of you have heard about Alexa. I think you are using also Alexa. It was launched in the year 2014. Then 2020, GPT-3 tools were automated. And then ChatGPT is now available, and we all are using ChatGPT from 2022 onwards. Now, can any of you tell me which is the latest AI tools now in 2025? Any of you? Have you heard about Kriya, Gamma, Lindy? These are the new AI tools which is now introduced in the year 2025. So this is all about the history of artificial intelligence. Now we will come to another point, that is AI, ML and DL. You all are aware with these basic terms. Artificial intelligence is a superset which contain machine learning and deep learning. Now we already have various machine learning techniques. By using algorithms, we are implementing that algorithm in the machine, and we are training the machine on the basis of that. With the help of this deep learning, now we are trying to, the machine can also think. We are trying to make the machine in that way that machine will start thinking by using deep learning, and by thinking the machine will take the decisions also. Like before my lecture, sir was asking whether it is possible that the driverless car is possible or not. I will say it can be possible by using object detection tools. If we can use in the car, then definitely very soon by using some advanced technologies we will get automated car. But still we are not very much secure regarding the safety of a person. We can introduce the car. So this is all about the deep learning and machine learning. Now we will come to the challenges to overcome as artificial intelligence. We are using various algorithms which are very complex. Then the technology is expensive also, where we have to train the machine by giving so much of data. The training will be done by the machine, and the large amount of data we are producing, and we have to train the data. Security and privacy is a major issue because we are integrating artificial intelligence with cloud technology. So Cloudflaw is the tool which we are using to secure the network on denial of service attacks. Then it is difficult to implement. These are the challenges which has to overcome. Now the next, these are the case studies, challenges and opportunities which I am going to discuss with you all, that where AI is implemented and how we are using this. It is everywhere in this, every field AI is working. So in early cancer detection, in healthcare, artificial intelligence algorithms we are using. So what was the problem to identify the early cancer detection? Now the things are, the treatment is available easily, and you can predict that this disease is, now you can predict the images by using image recognition and all. We can simply identify the early cancer detection. So the doctors were having problem to read the images because the particles were very small in medical images. So the research idea came, and they uses AI to scan images and highlight early cancer signals. There the algorithms which were used was CNN, ResNet, EfficientNet, Auto, ML Healthcare. These all are the algorithms which are implemented in healthcare sector. Now these are the algorithms, they detect various abnormal conditions of the particle of the objects which are there in the original medical images. Then the outcome is doctors can easily identify the cancer on the early stages and improve, they can help us to provide the treatment on time. Then AI crop disease prediction, that is also like in agriculture, farmers were facing so much of difficulty for identifying the crop diseases at early stages. So because of that they bear a loss of their financial loss. So research idea, mobile applications, AI applications were there to identify the leaf diseases instantly. It is also, we are using algorithms of mobile net, YOLO, UNet, TensorFlow Lite. Have you heard about YOLO? You only live once. Yes. Good. You only live once. This YOLO is an app which is basically used for image classification, even for object detection. You can Google the YOLO app, which is very useful for image processing, image recognition, classification and all. So these are the algorithms which the farmers used for finding out the crop diseases. Then these algorithms were very lightweight, so it is easy to install on the mobile phone, and AI-enabled early crop disease detection will be done with this outcome. And this model needs diverse images. We have to give a lots of data to the machine to train the model to identify that the crop is having disease. Then AI for traffic optimization. Now here I am just going to ask you, you all are using Uber and Ola taxi, am I right? We can trace that in our mobile phone by using the app. We can trace the traffic also. Am I right? But am I right, children? Yes. How we can trace that? Because that is work on a real-time data. Real-time applications are working behind that, so that on road you can see the traffic is there on the road, and you can simply identify. That is Ola app. We are using machine learning as well as cloud integration technique there. Then traffic optimization. Nowadays we can see if we will break the traffic rules, automatically the challan will come to our house. How this is so? Because the cameras are installed on every corners of the squares, and they will catch if you break any signal. So that is also, we are using some algorithms there, and the camera, how the AI techniques know that you are breaking the rules. So we have to give the data at first to the machine, and then we are using here also YOLO V8, OpenCV reinforcement learning algorithms, and some IoT sensors also worked behind that. Then YOLO is fast and reinforcement learning optimal signal timings. The outcome of this is the traffic flow will go easily, and there will be a less congestion on the road while you travel by using these AI techniques. Then we will come to the banking fraud detection using AI. So this is the fraud which is basically a financial fraud, and here it simply rising fraud in digital transactions. We are doing everywhere now digital transactions. So there may be a chances of losing our money without knowing us. Like if some of the data will be theft by someone, and you have to open that, you just unknowingly click on the link, and then you will see that your money is out from your bank or from your account. So for that we are using isolation forest, one class SVM algorithm, and LSTM, that is long short-term memory algorithm, Apache Spark. And these algorithms, basically they detect unusual deviations in your device, and then they predict the data, and then accordingly they behave. Then AI detected fraud faster and reduced financial loss. Then next we have AI chatbots in education. Nowadays you all are using AI chatbots. Am I right? You need not to you don't want any teacher to teach you. You all are getting bored right now also. Am I right? Yes, because we are used to with the chatbot, we are not able to read, we are not able to listen, we are not able to learn because of this chatbot. But this is very helpful in education. Like teachers cannot give personal student to all the students, but your prompt engineering on the chatbot will give you a personal attention. Am I right? If you want to simply write an essay on a particular topic, that is one-to-one, you can ask what kind of essay you want, you can get it from chatbots. Yes? Gemini, ChatGPT, this is what you are using. And chatbot, basically, chatbots where if you want to take an admission in any of the college, you can interact with the chatbot first. You might have seen in any of the educational website, when you open it, one pop-up will come and it will ask, hello, how I can help you. That is called as chatbot, and accordingly you can interact with the chatbots. Then here natural language and personalized learning we are using, and AI generated answers we will get. Then disaster prediction and early warning. It is hard to predict floods and cyclones early, but due to this artificial intelligence, we can predict that there may be a mishappening in the future by using these AI tools on early stages. So the research idea, we are using artificial intelligence with satellite data for early warnings we can get by using these techniques, and then LSTM, GRU, CNN, GIS, and Earth Engine. These are the tools which we are using for this early warning. Now they find patterns in weather and satellite data. Once the data will be collected, it will just match with the original data. If there's some abnormalities they find, they will simply alert us, and then we can simply predict that some mishappening can occur in very soon. So that is also real-time data sharing is essential here on this prediction early warning. Now, have you heard about random forest algorithm? Every time when you ask the same question to your chat GPT, whether it will gives you the same answer? Yes? No. Because that is using random forest algorithm, which will generate a different kind of questions when you will ask the same questions again and again with chat GPT. So now, don't read this, just see the picture. When you are a super intelligent artificial intelligence and someone asks you to make a sandwich, are you getting this point? You are a super intelligent machine and someone is asking you to make a sandwich. Whether it is possible? Whether it is possible? Yes? Yes, if the machine is trained in that way, it is possible, and now we are coming to that advanced kind of computing, that is advanced super intelligent machine learning. That is what is our future now. So now I will just tell you some technical challenges in AI. How many of you can read or can read Hindi or understand Hindi? I am just saying, here it is written, AI is serious hai. AI is serious, but I am funny. Yahi to human advantage hai. Like, what is the difference in between you and human? I am funny. AI cannot funny. AI is serious. Then, if you crack a joke, can AI understand your joke? If you crack a joke, can AI understand your joke and laugh? Yes or no? Yes. Have you ever tried it? You just tried using Alexa or using some Google translations softwares. So just there are various complex tasks which AI is having, like currently AI is not having common sense or reasoning. Imagine AI trying to understand a joke. You can just, I'm just going to skip this slide because I already had a discussion that if you can crack a joke, whether AI will understand your joke or not, or how the AI will work. Now the self-driving car that was also discussed, like by using objection detection technique, we can use this self-driving car, but self-driving car will not take an instant action while some obstacle or children will come in front of the car. And that is the main flaw which we have, so we are not having any automatic car, totally, fully driverless car. We cannot trust on the security. Now, the very common question asked by someone here, like whether AI is going to take our job. Its answer is no. If you will be trained in the AI, you have to be smart in using the AI tools, then only you will grab the opportunity to take the job from AI. AI is not going to take your jobs. So that is all about. Now we will come to the next point, that is machine learning. How much time I am having? 15 15 minutes. So machine learning, you already know about that. I'm just going, machine learning, we are going to give the data to the machine, and accordingly the machine will be trained, and then the algorithms will be applied on that, and then you will get the output. I'm going to skip all these are the basic things. I just want to show you one picture, whether you can image your class without teacher. If you just take one scenario, I'm an AI. I'm a machine, I'm teaching you. What you all will do, if you will all make a noise, who is going to stop you? Am I right? So there is no control on the class if the machine will teach you. So teacher cannot be replaced by AI. That just want to tell you this. Then have you ever wondered how your mails classifies spam or non-spam? Have you ever wondered? Automatically your mails will go to the spam. How? By using machine learning only. Now, more than 100 languages translated by Google by using Google Translator. Again, a concept of machine learning. How they are making self-driving cars by using machine learning. Then how have you ever wondered that how Siri, Cortana, etc. give you correct reply by using natural language understanding? They will reply you. That is also a concept of machine learning. Now, this is the most important thing. If you searched something on the internet, how the things are coming in the prompt, what you are searching for again and again in front of you. That is the use of AI and machine learning we are using, and it is related to the cloud also, because cloud is going to store your data on the cloud and it will gives you the response accordingly. So this is all because of machine learning. I'm not going to cover this now. I will come to the cloud computing. That is how we are going to integrate cloud computing AI, using AI. So AI enables machine to think, learn and make decisions, while when we say about cloud, it provides you a storage, it gives you an infrastructure, it gives you a services, that too in a very low cost. Then it includes technologies like machine learning, natural language and all. It covers already in artificial intelligence. Now, if you want to start a business, nowadays it is very easy. You can start your business online by taking infrastructure from cloud, by taking platform service as a cloud, and with very low cost you can simply start your business nowadays. It is not like previous traditional business. Now, cloud integration possibilities. AI enhances cloud services with intelligence, automation and predictive capabilities. That is how you have to integrate the cloud computing technologies with artificial intelligence. So that is all about the possibility, where you just have to, I'm just giving you an example, like if you want to start a business, what you will do at first. If you want to open a shop, what you will do, you require infrastructure. So we can take infrastructure from the cloud on rental basis, we can start our business. Then for promotion, we can use artificial intelligence for promotion, and the data which is stored on the cloud, that will be helping you for doing the promotion of your business. AI and cloud technology, this is the best example, Spotify and Netflix. I think you are aware with the Netflix and Spotify. Netflix, you all see the movies? Yes? So they will give us a pictures which we saw earlier, a same kind of pattern of pictures they will show us on the screen to catch the audience. That audience should not go on any other platform if I will give you a variety of things of your choice on the same platform. So that is all about AI and cloud technology. So AI, cloud technology, big data analytics, all are used into that. Now, how AI help to cloud technology? Don't read this text, just come to the pictures that AI solving humanly impossible tasks and AI solving CAPTCHA. What does it mean? While you log in your mail ID, it will gives you a verification code or some CAPTCHA which you have to enter. Now, automatically, if you are entering from the same phone or same device, automatically it will take your CAPTCHA. Am I right? That is also through cloud and through AI techniques. Now, there is some pros and cons of every technique. So here, the downsides of using AI on cloud is if we don't have internet, can you use any AI technique? Can you use any AI technology? If you don't have internet, can you use any cloud services? The answer is no. So our dependency is on cloud only to use AI as well as cloud services. Then data transmission failures may lead to security risk and operational delays, as we are depending on the third party for everything. So the trust is the main thing, and we have to secure our data. There is a chances of denial of service attack here because we are working on the networks. So CloudFloat is the tool which we use to secure our data here. Now Cloud Run, these are the services provided by the Google, which is basically service to service, end user and all. These are simple Cloud Run applications. If you have made any websites and you want to publish it, you want to use e-commerce website, you have to launch your website on portal. These are the things which we have to do using Cloud Run. Now, again, I will start with IBM Cloud. Can any of you name any two cloud names? Yes? Azure, very good. One more? AWS, very nice. And IBM is also? IBM is also? It's also cloud? Yes or no? It's also a cloud. Yes, so you can also use cloud services. You can just browse on Google and type awsamazon.com. There you will create your login ID. You will get free access of few of the services. If you are going to use advanced services, you have to pay for that. But that is the cloud-based services which you can use online. IBM Cloud for working on the cloud, again, sentimental analysis using IBM Cloud. That is how natural language understanding the cloud will be giving to you. But before that, you should know any of the programming language. And Python is the language which is generally we will use for creating a code for many of the detection techniques and sentimental analysis, pattern recognition, image recognition and all. So we need IBM Cloud account to use its services. Then simply search NLU to use it. Now how to perform the sentimental analysis, you just need to type Scott Da on NLU instance, and then when you will, once the instance is created, it will be shown here like this. You can see the red highlighted, it will be shown here. So you can generate API key and URL that will help us to connect with IBM NLU service. You can take these services on IBM Cloud by creating your own ID on IBM Cloud. Then you will see that this kind of code, we also need to use any programming, so we are using Python generally. So this kind of code will be displayed there. You have to play with the code for using this natural language understanding. So you can perform sentimental analysis using IBM Cloud. We also need to use programming language, so that is Python. And this is the code which will gives you a human kind of things, like if you are very sad, it will display you the image of sad emoji. If you are very happy, it will display you the emoji of the happiness. In that way, you can create a code on IBM Cloud using Python. So how the sentimental analysis can help? You can simply increase customer retention by using sentiment analysis, resolve customer experience and pain, and customize customer service, measure social media. Also, you can analysis what kind of platform is commonly used, and optimizing prices. Thank you so much for being a very good audience for me, a silent listener. Thank you so much. If anyone wants to ask any question, you are most welcome. Any questions? So from here, I can easily get to know that how much attentive you are. Thank you so much for any questions? No question. Everything is going for yes? Thank God, thank God.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm
Good afternoon.
Sansia. So my question is, I'm currently pursuing my UG degree in the stream of computer science. I'm not aware as much of you. So it's out of curiosity, my question is, with increasing cybersecurity tools, we also experience so much of breaching in the people who are using it, and also like the attackers are using AI to attack the privacy of the people.
Yes.
And also in the field of malware generation, and also social engineering. So with this concern, it is because of the shortage or the limitation of cyber technology or cyber security tools, or it is because of the shortage of skilled professionals in cyber security.
I can only give you answer. It is only because of the shortage of awareness.
Okay.
Because we are not putting any two-step authentication anywhere. Either, how many of you are having? No one is having. No one is having. Everybody knows that, but you don't know. You are not putting it. So that is only because of a less awareness you are facing. One more thing, I just give you one advice, like you all are using Instagram. Am I right? And frequently you post the pictures on Instagram. You should not post picture on Instagram in a standing pose like this. Never put your DP in that way. You should not give a full picture of yours on any of the social media. That will be a main precaution you should take. But what we used to do generally, every kind of picture you have to post it on Instagram, Facebook and all, and at last we used to get in trouble. So a few things are there that we can keep in our mind, and we can be safe on social world also.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, thank you so much.
Ma'am, actually it was a nice presentation. The title was Real World Machine Learning Models and Cloud Integration. When started the session, I gave the introduction in cyber security area, while it was completed during the question with cyber security, how so far it might be implemented. During her presentation, she was given as the AI may not replace a jobber role. It may train the person who is trained on AI. They may be survive the society. So this was an goal for that entire session. Definitely they might be theme may be followed for that thing, madam. She was handled the session, and how so far that application can handle, and how that cloud services, the possibilities of cloud services can mingle with an AI field, as well as how so far the security can revive with an AI. So entire thing is given by Mrs. Swati Sharma, madam. It was really an valuable and worthwhile session, madam. Thank you. Thanks for your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Professor Dr. M. Nitya Madam to kindly present the certificate to our esteemed keynote speaker, Professor Swati Sharma. Now I request Professor Swati Sharma to kindly honor our respected chairperson. Thank you. Pass, refresh, and return inspired. We now break for lunch. Please be back on the time for the afternoon session.
EG05 MBA block, ground floor, after lunch. For remaining presentation students, please come back to the auditorium after lunch. Thank you all. Presentation students, Annapurna College students, presentation students, please go to EG05 MBA block, ground floor. Other remaining colleges presentation students, please come back to the auditorium.
Chupin honu chupin do